And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise, and we are working on installment number 9. So, before we begin, I've got a couple of announcements I need to go over. Announcement number 1, Merry Christmas! Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me every day, but I especially want to thank you for joining me today. Taking the time out of your lives to join me on this day of festivities where we normally spend it with our families. I've spent mine with my family all day yesterday and today, and it's time to get back to the normal grind. Hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday and gotten everything that you possibly could have wished for. Now, one more announcement, and that is that we are still 15 people away from reaching our goal of 50. At which point we'll have ourselves a wonderful giveaway and bonus stream. During that bonus stream, we're going to be playing Telltales of Walking Dead Season 3 and giving away a copy of Telltales of Walking Dead Season 3 at the end of Chapter 1. Sorry, not at the beginning, at the end of Chapter 1. I'm going to give it away then because I want someone to play it and not have the game fully spoiled for them. The other things I'm going to be giving away, because, oh yes, there's more. I'm going to be giving away a total of 5 things, 3 of which are $20 Steam gift cards. Going to be giving those away at the ends of chapters 2, 3, and 4. And at the end of chapter 5, I'm going to be giving away a copy of one of my personal favorite games, one that I love so much and is so influential in the gaming franchise, or gaming field, that I believe everyone should not only play it, but own it, and that is a copy of Psychonauts. So, if you happen to know anybody that might be interested in what we're doing here with Final Fantasy, or any of the future franchises that we're going to be taking a look at, such as Dungeon Siege, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Civilization, Star Wars Dark Forces, Doom, Diablo, The Witcher, Tropico, Assassin's Creed. Did I ever say Tomb Raider? I think I did. But in case I didn't, Tomb Raider. But those are all in the future. For right now, let's get back to Final Fantasy IX. And last time on Final Fantasy IX. So, God, it's been a while. What happened last time on Final Fantasy IX? Well, we broke into Alexandria and to rescue Princess Garnet. And as you can see, we performed that adequately enough. However, there were some complications. First off, Zorn and Thorn, or as I like to call them, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope, decided to chase after us with some Bandersnatches, which are large dog-like things that may or may not be of their own creation. That part we don't know about. But I don't recall them being seen anywhere wild. I could be wrong about that. But like I said, I don't recall them being seen wild anywhere. We made our way back to the Gargan Rue with the help of... So here, we currently have Zayden, Vivi, and Garnet made their way to the Gargan Rue because Freya Steiner and... God, what was her name? Beatrix held off Zorn and Thorn so we could get away. However... and we had to fight another creature in the Gargan Rue's territory. Upon defeating that creature, turns out there was another one, maybe the same one, started chasing the Gargan Rue. So we lost control of the Gargan Rue, and he went way past the Trenos station and landed us here at Pinnacle Rock, where we met Rama. Rama, who is typically the god of thunder in Final Fantasy games, and a fairly early summon, I like to say, has appeared to us and told us that he is willing to grant us his power if we can get the entirety of the story and tell it back to him. He's left a few aspects of himself in amongst this area, and we are to find them, hear the story, and tell it back to him in its entirety. Once upon a time, 33 small countries fought together against an empire. One day, a rebel troop visited a man named Joseph, who lived with his daughter. Owing a debt to the troop, he gladly accepted their plea for help. They headed for a cavern in the snowy field, or in the snowfield. That's the beginning. Ooh, we got a mithril vest. What there are I completely forgot that there was battles here. Maybe you have to do that first one in order to get them to show up, because I ran around here looking for fights for a while and had none. Ooh, yeah, we got a tent. Worth it. Hey, Madness. Merry Christmas, man. Thanks for joining me tonight. Did you have a good holiday? Uh-oh. Oh man, he made Vivi mad. That is not a good person to make mad. Although he is running out of MP, so maybe it's not so bad. Nice. I too had a wonderful holiday. I spent it with both sides of my family between yesterday and today. I personally am not a big fan of sports ball. Any sports. It's not really even that I'm not a fan of it. I don't like watching it on TV, is what it comes down to. Any sport. If I'm there live, it's totally awesome and I'm way into it, but I just can't get into watching it on the TV. Which is funny, because when I'm not doing streaming myself, I almost always, whether or not I'm grinding or editing or doing anything, have a stream up on my other screen. A stream or a YouTube channel, watching VODs, something like that. So, I guess it's just a lack of, like, really strong interest in sports ball. But why did I come in here? Oh, that's right. Because she learned silence. Does she have shell coming up on anything else? She does not. Okay. Sticking with the mithril rod then, for now. Although that's almost done. Oh, there was a form of Rama. Historian's explanation. The fact that they didn't report... No, I get that. I used to be a pretty big fan of the Niners, but that was back in the Joe Montana days. Once he retired from the Niners, I kind of really heavily lost interest. The fact that they didn't report Joseph's death to his daughter was indicative of their guilt for failing to protect him. In the end, heroes are also humans. That is human. You have 3 to go. Alright, so we've got beginning, which is obviously the beginning. We have human. Oh yeah. No, it's pretty much just Final Fantasy II. So, I lost the footage for 2, but I never played 2. It's not true. I played 2 a little bit back in the day. But because of the whole leveling system was all weird, and it was an odd proficiency-based system, I didn't really, like, get into it. Like, I just couldn't really get into it. But when I played it for the stream and forced myself to get past that, which it turns out wasn't really all that bad. It was actually a fine system. It just wasn't amazing. The story for 2 is actually really good. With Joseph's help, the troop defeated the Adamantoise in the Snowfield Cavern and acquired the goddess spell they needed to enter the Empire's castle. That's cooperation. Oh, Final Fantasy Legends. I played the hell out of those back in the day. They were some of the first games that I owned. Aside from, like, Super Mario Brothers. I'm gonna mess these bats up. Or they'll cast darkness on us. Do I have anything for that? I do not. That's fine. Where is a eye drop? Oh, God. I had Final Fantasy Legends at the age of, like... I had Legends 2 first. And I played the hell out of that without really understanding what the hell was going on, because Legends 2 picks up pretty much right at the end of Legends 1. And I didn't get that. So I was missing a huge part of the story without realizing it. And then when I eventually went back and was able to play Legends 1, like, it still didn't click because I didn't realize that they were supposed to be connected. But then, much later on, I played them back to back because they were the only Game Boy games I had. And then it clicked. And everything made sense. Hey, now we get that. Blind and Stona. Stone Killer, huh? Alright. On their way home, they fell into a trap set by a traitor. Joseph gave his life to save the troop. The troop left without telling Joseph's daughter, Nellie, about the tragedy. That is silence. So we have beginning, cooperation, silence, and then human being the last one so far. If I remember correctly. In their total order. Okay, how do I get to that chest? No, not that way. I must have to jump down. There we go. Do I have a mithril armlet? Well, I've definitely got one at least. Two. Alright, we're good there. So, back on up. There's one left of me. Nope, not yet. Where's he gonna be? Knowing my luck back at the beginning. Haha! F you, bats. Although I will say, despite having a great time with my family, it is wonderful to be back home. Also to be streaming. I very much so found myself like wondering what I was going to be doing. Like in between, like when I was sitting there, like waiting to help set like the dinner table and whatnot. And like when I wasn't actively in conversation with people, I was always just like half sitting there waiting, wondering like, okay, well, if I wasn't here right now doing this, what would I be doing instead? Okay, well, I would be editing or working on the archive, because what I was doing before was I was uploading all of the archived footage to my personal YouTube channel. There he is. Although Joseph's death was not reported to his daughter, the manner of his death speaks for itself. It is the story of a true hero. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. And see if I can get this right. Beginning cooperation. However, the story comprises 4 parts. One of them doesn't long. But surely you can choose the 4. So not human. Beginning. Cooperation. Silence. Hero. How come you chose hero for the conclusion? People follow a person who keeps on track. That's why I think hero, who acts in a straightforward manner, is remembered for generations. I want to know what you think in your own words. Me? I'm away from my country, but I haven't forgotten about my people. Your soul is very tense right now. Maybe you'll begin to relax once I become your eidolon. Thank you. There are many paths. Remember that you alone chose the path on which you walk. Yeah! Maybe now. Let's go to Lindblom. Hey, old man. You're gone already? What's wrong? I wanted to ask him why he made Garnet play such a silly game. Heroic? Human? Those are just things people say after the fact. Why try to give meaning to what the main character of the story choose? I think the old man would have become her eidolon either way. That's the impression I got. Zaiden, Vivi, let's go. Man, I almost forgot the voices. You're exactly right. It's not what the people say afterwards. What's important is being true to oneself. She may not have realized it, but when she wished to learn how to use summon magic, the summon power returned to her. Summon magic can be used for good or evil. She's still young, but there is room for growth, so I chose her as my master. I'll be watching over her. I hope you two will also protect her. Yeah, of course. Look, it's Lindblom Castle. Yes, that is. I don't think we can turn back once we jump off. What do you think? Jump off now, baby. What else would we be doing? Zaiden? I want to use summon magic to protect everyone. I know you can do it, Garnet. Zaiden? Look. Is that... Oh boy. Oh boy. Looks like the fleet is attacking. Well? Come on, guys, you have Lucerne hammers. Use them. Yeah, they're here to simply destroy the airship fleet. To prevent any retaliation. Freaking black mages. Those lice must be telepods. They're sending black mages directly into the castle. In Celeria, they used summon magic afterwards. No! Mother! Oh god. Yeah, knowing... Mother! Garnet! Knowing what we know... It's rough. Oh, Atmos. I forgot about this one. This is really bad, if you know what Atmos does. How's it going, Vileme? Oh. Not absolutely far more horrible for the people that got killed by Atmos than the ones that got killed by Odin, but... Oh, man. They go into... I don't know what to call it, but it's a place in between places where time, space, matter don't exist except for horrible monsters that consume you. It's quiet. Mother? I can't believe you attacked Lindblom. That's for things that actually get sucked up into it. Things that aren't destroyed in numbers terms, when they get sucked into him, get spat back out. Because they somehow survived the horrible creatures within that subspace thing. I think what it's supposed to be is the space in between spaces is inside him. And all the things that consume you, aka what do the damage, is like the bacteria and cells within his own structure. I think. Careful. They might still be around. Vivi, you stay here and hide. No way! It's dangerous here! There are Alexandrian soldiers everywhere. You should stay out of their sight. Okay. Don't fret. We'll be back. I'm sorry, Vivi. It's okay. Just make it quick. Well... Are you going to resist us? Oh, really? I admire your courage. Armed with a Black Mage army and the Eidolons, Queen Boraine is invincible. Resistance will only bring death. Oh, you're not gonna fight me right here now? Okay. All the air cabs in service got shot down by the black mages. Hurts me to even think about it. What did our customers ever do to them? Mommy? Daddy, where are you? Please don't leave me here. Finish it off. Should I crush its head, or what about its chest? Stop it. He's a living creature. What did you say? Brain programmed him to kill. But they're still just like everybody else. Lies. They may look human, but that's where the similarity ends. They destroy everything like wrecking balls destroy buildings. They don't even know we're made of flesh and blood. Well, it does. I really like the best part is it's not like it's not a complete HD remake. It's just an upscaling. So it still has that kind of nostalgic feel to it. Thank goodness it was only a small cargo ship. Yay, we got a new card! Because that's what I'm worried about right now. Cards. Ooh. War is so primitive. Why can't they play card games to settle their differences? You know, that's a very good question, sir. Thank you for allowing me to steal your precious items that are worth more than probably your whole house. But don't mind me. Hey, pickle lady. There are pickles scattered everywhere. It smells awful around here. Is someone there? Black mages blinded me. Oh, shh. I won't ever see my newborn grandchild. Oh. Well, I don't recall that line. It's a punch to the solar plexus. After 13, I'm not going to do 14, just like I'm not going to do 11, because the MMO aspect is just... There's too much content in an MMO. Assuming assuming 15 releases on PC before we get to it, I'll just play that. If 15 doesn't release on PC, what I'll probably do is go back and play 1 and 2 to re-archive the footage and show all of the new followers and whatnot. But that, even those won't take very long. And if... I was actually debating on whether or not I would go back and do 1 and 2 now that we have an actual community built up. And I'm thinking I will. I think so. I think it will. The industrial district is gone. And the business... I think it's supposed to release in March. Which should be round about the time we end... 12. At least that was the last time I looked up the release date, which was like 6 months ago. So maybe I should look that up. The industrial district is gone. The business and theater district are also in ruins. Allocate soldiers to the reconstruction. We must get the citizens' lives back on track. Yes, sir. Uncle Artenia. Princess Garnet. Master Zayden. Glad to see you are both safe. Where is Uncle Sid? Is the regent safe? Yes, Princess. The castle was spared. Regent Sid is alive. Thank goodness. I will take you to see him. Garnet, I thought Barain had imprisoned you. Zidane rescued me. Thank you, Zidane. But Freya, Steina, and Beatrix were left behind. The renowned General Beatrix. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think so either, Garnet. We wound up on in Pinnacle Rocks instead of Treno, but... Let's see here. Let me... Well, thank you. I'm personally not a big fan of the DC PC release of 3 and 4, simply because I don't like the voice acting in 4, and I don't like the weird, like, zooming in gimmick of 3 to see the hidden objects thing. But those are, as far as things are, like, critiques on newest versions of a game go, those are pretty small. Gronk, gronk. Pinnacle? Did you ride the Gargant? How do you know? It's my job to know the land surrounding my country. However, I sometimes lack foresight. Barain was after the Eidolons. That much I knew. But I underestimated the power of the Eidolons. Maybe I deserve to be cursed with this body. I'm glad you're surrounded. Surrendered, if I can read. Celeria resisted and perished. What should I say? What can I do? We got a live one here. Watch out, it might attack. Hey, this one's much smaller than the other ones. Yep, that's exactly. I want to say that's literally what I said when I made that critique. Then why are you dressed like a black mage? That must be. Of course it's. You think they aren't going to check the entrance to the city? We took an Alexandrian soldier into custody. I just said... Should we turn it over to Alexandria? Uncle Sid? Let him go. Master Vivi is not an Alexandrian soldier. It's only a disguise to deceive the enemy. I see. My apologies. Oh, man. Vivi always getting the short end of the stick, Vivi is. I've acquired more information about Queen Barain. A weapons dealer named Kuja is behind the recent string of attacks. An arms dealer. That is... Oh, yeah, here's the rest of that. Kuja has been supplying Barain with highly advanced magical weapons. Supplying my mother with weapons? Yes, the Black Mage soldiers are among these weapons. According to eyewitnesses in Treno, Kuja appeared from the northern sky on a silver dragon. That's the guy I saw in Burmecia. Good job connecting the dots. That he came from the north suggests from the outer continent. The outer continent? There are many unexplored continents in the world. The outer continent is an unexplored continent located north of our mist continent. If you know that it's there, then it's probably not entirely unexplored. I believe Kuja is the only one supplying Gonk Brain with weapons. The man I saw at the castle must have been Kuja. He must be the one who is corrupting my mother. If we defeat Kuja, you both catch on quickly. Defeat Kuja and Bahrain loses her weapon supply. That will be our cue for a counterattack. Challenging Bahrain now will only result in more casualties. So, we crush the source of the evil. Yes, Kuja will find other clients even if we defeat Bahrain. I make no excuse for my mother's behavior, but I shan't forgive Kuja for taking advantage of her. But first, we must rescue Steiner and the others. I am afraid I cannot spare any soldiers. They must remain to protect our citizens. Hey, Garnet, I'm telling you, they'll be fine! Hey, Day Zero, happy holidays, and thank you very much. The best Dragon Knight of Burmecia, the female... Zidane. I know you're really good friends with Freya and all, but, she's not the best. We saw the best in action. He doesn't have his memories anymore, and he doesn't really care about anything other than defeating evil. But, yeah, we saw him, and it's not Freya. Although Freya's good. Freya's number 2, maybe number 3 out of all of Burmecia when it comes to being a Dragoon. Or as they call it in this, a Dragon Knight. And then, yes, Beatrix, who wrecked our faces every chance. And then, well, Steiner. Besides, you have me to protect you. Then I'll look for Kuja. I want to go too. There's no place for me here. Alright, let's go kick Kuja's butt. Will you lend us your fastest airship in Lindblum? Airships can only fly where there is mist, and the mist only exists on this continent. That means you cannot cross the ocean on an airship. What about the newish airship that can fly without mist? It's not ready yet. Gong. Besides, it's under Bahrain's control. Bahrain gave us 2 conditions for our surrender. One was the surrender of the new airship. The other was to hand over Gonk, the Falcon's Claw. The airship I can understand, but what does she want with a piece of stone? I have no idea. Alright, we'll take a boat. That's not an option either. The harbor was also seized. Ah! What do you want us to do? Swim? There is a way. There's an old excavation site near a swamp located north of the castle. Monsters not native to our continent are rumored to appear in the excavation site. The cave was found during an excavation. It is rumored to lead to another continent. Will the cave lead us to the outer continent? Doesn't sound too reliable. Are you sure? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Not knowing is half the fun, huh? Please protect Princess Garnet. We'll prepare the counterattack in the meantime. It's not much, but use it to prepare for your journey. I'll wait here, Zidane. Will you get my stuff too? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That is a very good idea. Listen, Lindblum is Alexandrian territory now. You won't be able to come back for a while. Prepare yourself well. Let me know when you're ready. Alright. So, let's see if they've improved their stock since the last time we were here. Sorry about that. I raised the prices because I don't want to sell them anything. But I'll give you a major discount. Nice, man. Alright, so we have 2 ice brands. We have a partisan. We do not have a Stardust Rod. Not seeing anything. There we go. 2 of those, 1 of those. All right. So then let's go see. Sorry, my shop got destroyed and I don't have much to sell. You have everything I could want, sweetheart. Nope, not that button. This way. There we go. It's ointment again. Cures trouble, huh? What if I'm looking for trouble? No? No one's gonna call me on that one? It's okay. That was a really bad pun. Ooh, we need another Mage Masher. Okay. So we need a Mage Masher. We need 2 silk shirts and 2 bandanas, and we need to make sure that we actually don't need them. And we need a linen cuirass. Alright, so we need a linen cuirass. A silk shirt and a bandana. 2 silk shirts and 2 bandanas. And a Mage Masher. 2 silk shirts, 2 bandanas, and a Mage Masher. And then what else do we need? A linen cuirass that we can't buy a linen cuirass. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh well. If we can't get it, we can't get it. What happened to the old man? He escaped with his life, but he burned his hands in the fire. He said he won't be able to do any more synthesis work. So I asked my dad to train me. I'm going to be a great synthesis worker like him. I'll work hard. Good. That's what the city needs right now. Alright, we got an Exploda. And 2 silk robes. Still working on that, still working on that. She's got that. Okay. Nothing there. Still working. Alright. Although we really need to finish up with her... What is that? The Kakusha. She is kind of there towards ability up. Or ability up. Alright. How much money do we have? Still got 9 grand. There we go. Out of money. Let's go. Brain's fleet arrives. Alright, let's check this out. Why are they loading food instead of valuables onto their ship? I wonder if they're going to take them back to Alexandria. Maybe they're going for a very long trip. Stop that chatter and keep loading the ship. Damn them. They think they can walk all over us. We gotta stall more. Let's keep working. Alexandria rules this continent now. Where else can they go and conquer? What do they really want? I don't know. But you know how greedy Brain is. I wonder where we're going next. I don't know of any kingdom that poses a threat to our country. I'm sure Queen Brain has a plan. There's no need for us to worry about such matters. Come now. We need your help. Some Lindblom soldiers have locked themselves up in the guest room. Is that so? Maybe we can rescue said soldiers. Or not, you know, whatever. Hey, Kasan. It has been fantastic. How's yours been? I wonder what Brain is going to do. Zaiden? Do we really have to go to the outer continent? Hey, what's up with you? You said you wanted to go. What if something happens to you or Vivi? I might not be okay on my own. Awesome, man. Are you worried about me? What? Well, I mean, a princess needs her elite guards, you know. I'd be stranded without you guys. Are you trying to flatter me by calling me your elite guard? Sorry, I was only kidding. You'll be fine with me. What about you, Garnet? We don't know anything about the outer continent. I've made up my mind. I don't want my mother to commit any more atrocities. Alright then. I'll protect both you and Vivi. Thank you. Alright. Zaiden, I'm so glad you're here. Vivi, where's Uncle Sid? He said, "Gwonk, gwonk, wait here," and went away somewhere. Where could he be? Gwonk, I did it! I stopped a trolley between here and Serpent's Gate. Gwonk, gwonk. That'll show them not to fool around in my castle. Now go. Gwonk, gwonk. The excavation site is like a maze. Be careful not to get lost. And take this with you. It's a rag. You dope. It's not just a rag, Gwonk. That is a national treasure of Lindblom. It's an ancient map of the entire world. We are done with Disc 1. And we're about halfway through Disc 2, I'd say. I played a little bit of Warframe. The new event is pretty cool. Zaiden, Vivi, protect Princess. Please protect Princess Garnet. Otherwise, Uncle Sid spent most of my holiday. Yeah, that's about right. I spent most of my holiday just hanging out with family, eating food that they made, because I am a passable cook when I need to prepare food for myself. That's about as much as I can say about cooking. Everyone else in my family is a much better cook than I am. Although, I'm a pretty good baker. I like baking like cookies, brownies, pie, cake. I'm pretty good at that. It's because, personally I feel anyway, that it's because when it comes to like baking, it is... You can't really screw up if you follow the directions. Exactly. When it comes to cooking like a meal, there are so many more variables where that you can screw up. So like all my food is very edible and tastes fine, but I'm not confident enough in my cooking ability to prepare food for, say, 15 people to enjoy. Don't worry about me. I'm stronger than I look. Now go. Watched a lot of A Christmas Story. That is a family tradition, is after Christmas Eve dinner with one half of my family, when we go back to my parents' house, I sleep on their couch and watch A Christmas Story for the entire night because their house is so warm that I can't sleep. I sleep poorly anyway, but in their house, I cannot sleep at all. Let's go, Garnet. So I just stay up and watch A Christmas Story and, you know, doze in and out through small portions of it, but it's mostly just being awake through it. My. They have an oglop for a regent and buffoons for soldiers. Why do they take so long to load supplies? You two. I did not give you permission to rest. I understand that things are moving slow, but keep in mind that the next mission is about to begin. The machine over there has stopped and the trolley stopped coming. Right? Yes, it made a strange gwonk gwonk sound. I wanted to go shopping before we left the harbor. Any word from the lookout? No, ma'am. Nothing. This must be Regent Sid's doing. He's hiding something. I can do a ham. Like I said, my cooking is functional, but not... I don't trust it enough to cook a large meal for a lot of other people. Like me and my two housemates, it's more than fine for that. Mostly what we eat is a lot of, like, spaghetti or... like, things that are really easy to make mass meals. Large soups, chilies, things like that. Hey, this guy's still in operation, huh? It's located directly north of here. You'll see a pond shape, like a gourd. You might encounter some strange monsters. Really? Really? How is this guy so well equipped? We do not have a Switch. The only console that we have hooked up right now is the PS2 that's hooked up to my computer. We own a legit Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. We also have a multi-console that is Sega Super and regular. But no, I haven't played anything newer in that's not been on PC in quite a while, honestly. Now that I think about it. Alright. The Q's Marsh. Time to get our fourth back. Hey, there she is. Queena, you're safe. Long time no see, Zayden. Much trouble coming back from Slaria alone. Do you know any way to the outer continent? I heard there was an entrance somewhere around here. Outer continent? Maybe I find more delicious frogs? Sound interesting. I help you, and I eat more frog. I come with you. Alright, so before we move on to the next area... Nope, go back. We need to catch ourselves some frogs. There we go. Yeah. Zidon, can I catch frogs? Sure, just for a little while. Thanks. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to capture all but 3 frogs. Because statistically speaking, as long as we have 2 or more... And there's actually 3 tadpoles, so we can catch all the frogs. Because the tadpoles will grow into full-size frogs before we get back. That's the reason they give you the sex of the frogs. Is so you can choose to leave a mating pair to increase the frog respawn rate more quickly. Yeah, we need to catch some more. If we can, we want to get the next... If we get these 3, that should get us to 10, which will be... I think that's the next threshold. Yep, even baby frogs count. Oh man, when I first found out that leaving a mating pair mattered, I thought these guys were totally like off the walls, insane. Like the creators of 9. I was like, holy crap, they thought about that? Oh, okay, we hit our next threshold at 9? That's fine, we'll stop at 9 then. You come far along, way of gourmand. I give you this. Alright. Thank you, Master Qual. I train more. Alright, that'll be it. Just wanted to hit that next threshold. Alright, time to make sure Quina is well equipped. Alright, working on Insomniac. Still working on that Millionaire, which is probably the best ability for us to have, because Quina, where are you going? I smell frogs. No way. We have to look for the entrance to the outer continent. Frogs. Yeah, I didn't realize it, like, really realize it until I was far too late in the game. I was on the 3rd or 4th? Must have been the 3rd Q's March when I, like, put 2 and 2 together. This entrance. This must be the entrance to the excavation site. So are those... Are the gargoyles, are those supposed to be frog gargoyles with bat wings? Because if so, that's awesome. First time I see this. Zayden, we going inside? Of course we will. It might lead to the outer continent. Let's go. Alright, so before we move on into this lovely little dungeon, we have hit our halfway point for tonight, and I want to go over our announcements one more time. First off, announcement number one, most important announcement of tonight, Merry Christmas, guys. I want to thank you all very much for choosing to spend part of your Christmas holiday with me in this community that we've built together for Final Fantasy IX tonight. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday thus far. Number two, we are at 35 followers right now. That is only 15 away from reaching our goal of 50, at which point we'll have ourselves a bonus stream and giveaway. During that bonus stream, I'm going to be playing Telltales of Walking Dead Season 3, which will round out that franchise in and of itself, but that franchise isn't old enough for me to really consider doing a full retrospective on it. Maybe some point much farther down the road when they're at like 8 or 9. But for now, we'll just play through 3 during that bonus stream. During which, we're also going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. One of the things we're going to be giving away is a copy of Telltale Season 3, Walking Dead Season 3. We're also going to be giving away, with my coffee cup, these 3 $20 Steam gift cards. Those are going to be at the ends of chapters 2, 3, and 4. And the copy of Telltale Walking Dead Season 3 is going to be at the end of chapter 1. That way, if that person doesn't want to be spoiled, they can go off and play it themselves and not be. I want to give them the opportunity to not have the whole game spoiled. Even though it is kind of a choose-your-own adventure, there's some things that are just going to happen regardless. And some of those are usually the big, like, game changers. And the last thing we're going to be giving away is a personal favorite of mine. It's a game that I love, and that I think most people who've played it do love it, to the point that I feel that it's a safe bet to say that everyone should play it, and everyone should probably own it too. And that is a copy of Psychonauts, which is a game that came out initially on the Xbox, I believe, made by Double Fine, fine purveyor of awesome off-the-wall games. And they're currently working, from what I understand anyway, on a sequel to it, so right now is the perfect time to be playing that game and getting more familiar with it, so that when the sequel comes out in a couple years, you'll be all ready to go. Now, back to more Final Fantasy. Fossil Rue. We've been to the Gorgon Rue. What is this all about then? Huh? Is there something inside? It's too dark to see. Should we just fight it? Yeah, I think we're just gonna fight it. Oh no, we got hit by the guillotine. Or sorry, by the scything blades. Can we defeat this guy, however? That's the real question. He's actually pretty tough. And we have not had sufficient time to grind out to be really high level. Okay, well. Alright, Zayden's alive. Oh shit. We're all good? I think we'll use Mighty Guard. Man, that spear hurt. Come on, Zidane. You got this. Yeah, go Princess. Oh, well, now he's just gonna cast Straight Death. Well, that's not very fun. What the hell, man? Ooh. Vivi. Oh, can you not kill him? I didn't recall if you could actually kill him or not. Come on! What the hell was up with that? We just kept hitting the blade? I call BS on that. Well, maybe we can steal from him this time. Ooh, ore. So useful. Who's it on? Haha! Screw you. Ooh, and we got a high potion back immediately? Heck yeah. Well, that was not very nice, sir. I did not appreciate that. And I do not think my friend did either. Alright, well, hey. We're back up. And we replenished our high potion. Come on. Woo! There he goes. Hope he didn't have anything that we actually wanted. Yikes! Sorry, Vivi. Are you okay? Yeah. Look out! Out of my way. That was a close call. Not really. Jeez. That didn't do much good. Who's there? I've been looking for you, Princess Garnet. Have we met? Quit flirting with her. Yes, ma'am. I'm Lonnie. I'm under order of the Queen to find Princess. My mother? What does my mother want with me? I am not returning to Alexandria. I've got bad news for you, Princess. I'm sorry. That line should be written as, well, excuse me, Princess. It's not you I'm after. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Will you guys ever forgive me? What do you mean? The pendant. Does that sound familiar? Let's have it back. It belongs to Queen Beraine. Listen carefully, Princess. You escaped unscathed from the monster, but you're not going to be so lucky with me. Hand over the pendant right this minute. Are you the one who set that monster loose? Retrieving the pendant far outweighs the safety of the princess. What do you mean by that? I meant exactly what I said. My orders don't include Princess Garnet's safe return. What? My mother would never order that. That's enough. Give me that pendant. You're trying my patience. What if we refuse? Stubborn fools. Have it your way. She's supposed to be the best, remember? Ooh, we're fully healed. What now? It's a good thing I cured just on her. And her magic ability is... Ooh, we got a Gladius. So much stronger than the rest of her stats. Ooh. My. Protected against poison. That's awfully prudent of you. Had enough yet. What does that say? What about some thunder? Okay, scanning the princess to find out what she may or may not be weak to. I almost never use scan type abilities. What do you think you're doing? Ooh. You are not a very friendly lady, I gotta say. If this is the best your bedside manner has to offer, you really need to work on that. Alright. And you are... Why aren't you giving up? Because Quina hits like a tank, that's why. What do you think you're doing? Well, that might be the end of Quina. Oh! Oh! Matrix dodged that shit. Alright, if you're just gonna focus on Quina now, that makes things really easy. Because Quina has a pile of hit points on top of everything else. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid she was gonna melee attack and wreck Quina's face. Come back when you're ready to fight. We are fighting very well, thank you very much. Have you not? Like, I'm not even using a one person to attack you. You're pretty good. That's how easy you are to fight. One of my people isn't fighting. Although I think we got the best thing we wanted, the Gladius. What a drag. I'll let you guys go for now. Really? Because I was ready to finish it right here and now. Do you like switches? I like switches. Now that's a good thing, because we're going to be throwing a lot of switches today. An untamed Gargant, huh? Maybe I can ride it. Yeah, that's great. You have really good, strong arms and a tail for balance. What about everyone else? What about Quina? Quina has not exactly been physically training for an escape of a palace. Like, I'm even willing to accept that Princess Garnet could maybe hold on, because she was doing all that training specifically to try and flee the palace. But Quina and Vivi? I don't know. Like, Quina's pretty strong, but I have a feeling that has more to do with just kind of like bulk. That was some trouble I ran into in Solaria. I was hurt so bad I couldn't even move, but now that I've recovered, I'm back on track. Nice. Oh, are you kidding me? We don't have 550? Okay. What can we sell? Is there anything we just have a whole bunch of? We've got a whole bunch of ore. Buying the Stetson stuff is always important. Not only do you usually get a really good deal on it, but it keeps Stetson moving. No mail. I've got a letter from Kupo. I don't even know who Kupo is, Kupo. Let's read it together. Heck yeah. I'm bored, Kupo. I'm so bored I'm going to hide away. Try finding me inside this cavern. Hint. I'm behind a wall. What a carefree Moogle, Kupo. I fled from Lindblum with my life. Good call. Well, now that we're past that horrible boss fight that really didn't do anything for us, let's go ahead and save. Because saving is important. I mean, not as important as some other games like Stalker or... oh god, what's another one of those really brutal games where you can die at a moment's notice and lose tons of progress if you're not carefully saving all the time? Stalker's always my go-to example, but it's not even necessarily the best. God, there's something about streaming. Maybe it's just being in front of a camera, like having your guys' eyes on me all the time. Oh shit. That makes my nose itch. I don't get it. But it drives me nuts. Alright, all it had was an ore. Whose area being used on? Oh, Vivi? Okay. Alright, let's eat this griffin. Let's do our best to make it edible. We've cooked it a few times. Not good enough, huh? That's fine. That's fine. Maybe we just need to tenderize it. It'll be nice and tender until Zidane just murders it. Okay. Thanks, Zidane. Thanks for being really good at killing things. How could you? Ooh, we got a periodite. That was Vivi. Magic down 1, magic defense down 2. Nope. So that Mage's Hat is the best for him at the moment. Silk Robe, we got nothing from Periodite. Clear Head? Okay, that's something. She's almost got a loud mouth. Anything? No, so she'll keep that. That's fine. That's almost leveled. That's getting there, but not enough for my mind. Yeah, Yellow Scarf, you can just keep riding on that until we have Millionaire. I wish MP attack was better. I really do. Okay, so that is another way we can go. Are you here for the treasure too? Treasure? What are you talking about? You don't know? This excavation site has tons of treasure and rare fossils. You're not here to steal them? No. We are not here treasure hunting. Does this tunnel connect to the outer continent? The outer continent? You're trying to go outside? Huh. This tunnel's like a web. I don't even know how far it travels. You'll need to go that way. It's quite a trip. The only way to go further is to catch a ride on the Gargant. But it'll lead you to a dead end if that's wherever it wants. So you navigate the Gargant with the switch over there. What's the relationship between that switch and the Gargants? The switch changes which fountain the water comes out of. Gargants hate water. You can block off sections you don't want them to by activating the fountain with that switch. That over there switch number is number 2 switch. You'll need to trigger it to go to the other side. I see. How do I get there? Do I have to tell you everything? Yeah, okay. I got it. I see. Thanks for the info. I run around, flipping switches, riding Gargant, and running back. Okay. It's a good thing we have infinite of these flowers. There was a dragon fossil there. Switch 1 current course. Woo, thanks, man. All right. Gotta stand in this slight wet spot. I presume it's full of bug drool, but I don't know that for certain. All right. No, nothing there. Okay. What's up here? Haha. Drugs. The best thing to get out of random treasure chests. Now we're gonna put that on a rag and huff it until we start seeing fireballs and lightning bolts and things like that. Giant shards of ice smashing into people. That's the plan, at least. Get high as F. And just run around. Shouting words to convince other people, who are probably high as F, to think they're getting hit with a giant ball of fire. All right. Trying to think of what those flowers remind me of. And I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Just, I mean, like the heads of the flowers are very familiar. But the stalks? Sleep, huh? That's not cool, man. Not cool. Silent slap? That slap totally made a noise. I don't know who these abominations are fooling. Or rather, are trying to fool, but it's not working, man. Yeah. Screw you. Seems we might need to stab it with a fork first. Woo! Burning his buns. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, it's dead. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's get a little bit of cook on. Woo! He was actually able to slap Zidane so hard that now Zidane's gonna shut the hell up. I'm impressed. Zidane's quite the talker. Oh, gonna put Vivi to sleep? Nope, suck it. Come on, Zidane. We could really use you stealing stuff. That'd be very handy. And an abomination tastes bad. Got it. So now we know we can just murder them. No big deal. Ooh, Loudmouth and Auto Potion. Go, Princess, go. That's probably still going to be the best. Around, yep. Okay, ability up. What else has ability up? Alright, so she can ditch that. We can go for Rama. Ooh, that Barrette. Yeah, we're going for the Barrette. We want Kira. I mean, that wasn't very high priority, but screw it. Doubles the potency of medical items. Sure. Loudmouth, yeah, that's great. Character learns abilities faster. So useful. Ability up is. Way more useful than level up. Millionaire and ability up. Great. And the best part is, ability up works on itself while you're learning it, as long as you make sure to equip it. Alright. Where are we going now? There's a lot of water in here. And it clearly seems to be coming from specialized fountains, so... Hey, you made it this far already? You want to buy something? Do you have anything I don't already have? Because... well, I could use another one of those. Another one of those. Alright. Come visit me again. Why? What do you really have to offer aside from a few small items? Are you just lonely? Because if you just want a friend, I mean, yeah, I'll come by and hang out. Let's try this one as it is and see where we go. I'm sure we'll have to flip many tracks. Flip a track over here to come back over here and flip a track. So we can go that way. Oh, that's right. We need to be looking for our friend as well. Yep. That's fine. We act... Where does this go? Okay. So... Now that we know what happens when we get hit by those mouths, we can avoid them. At least try to. There's actually a lot of stuff here to, like, get lost in, and I wouldn't really say lost, but, like, run around and figure out and discover. There's a lot going on in this tunnel system. If you're willing to take the time to do so, or if you have a walkthrough, or the internet. As far without getting hurt. This is my territory. Go dig somewhere else. This looks awfully suspicious. Yes. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we got an achievement for that. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. Will you deliver a letter to Kupo? Thanks, Kupo. Yeah. I'm sure there's other stuff you can find in this, which, by the way, is a reference to the excavating minigame in Final Fantasy VII. Kind of. If you recall, there was a whole bunch of stuff that you could excavate there. And this is kind of a callback to that. Kind of. Oh, hey, look at that. We actually got something. Quitting already? Yeah, I've had enough. I've made my money back. I've gotten 2 ore. Yeah. You will be shutting... Warning. You will shut out... You will be shut out once you flip the switch and go outside Treasure Hunters Association. Sure. I'm not really worried about... Like I said, I'm not really worried about that 100% completion. The only things that I really care about in terms of completion level are the Stelazzo coins and the chocographs. And we're not really cut out. I mean, we're kind of cut out for the rest of the game. But we can come back in here much later on, if we so choose. Alright, now let's see if we can not fuck up fighting this griffin. I mean, we'll fight plenty of other griffins if we do, but, you know, I'd just rather not. Alright, we will go ahead and defend. Because I think we are pretty close to killing this guy. And I want to try and eat him. Oh, already got everything. Yeah! White Wind. Not, like, super important, but a very good one. And we got another Peridite. Man, we're just swimming in Peridite now. That's done, that's done. Pretty far away from that one. Yep, that's good, that's... Locomotion, eh? Do the locomotion with me. It's a good thing I don't have a good singing cadence anymore, because otherwise, when I put this up on YouTube, that could... This light. There's no mist here. Make it copyright infringement. Or at least potential. Alright, we have made it to the outer continent. We are a significant... This is a pretty significant milestone, is making it to the second continent in a Final Fantasy game. Alright, so there's another Q's marsh over here. That's good. We'll go check that out. Maybe catch some more frogs. Hey, we haven't had a chance to eat you yet, have we? I think it's time we rectify that. What do you guys think? Pow! That had to kind of hurt. I wonder what eating electrified meat would actually taste like. Probably not very good. Probably be all coppery and... Yeah, I just can't imagine it being very good. Oh, yeah, see, it tastes bad. A giant electric bull tastes bad. I'm not surprised. I mean, look at the goddamn thing. There's our chocobo. Fossil Roo. Okay. Let's sleep in a tent before we head into the new Q's marsh. Seems like a safe bet. All right. Thank you. Ow. Oh well. Maybe we'll fight a new enemy that we can try and eat. Although now that we have White Wind, do we really need much else? We have White Wind and Mighty Guard. Oh, and we even got another Griffin. Well, let's try and get that ore. And now that we're actually on the second continent, we are pretty close to earning our last two characters, which is a big deal. The final characters is, depending on the game, but usually a pretty significant, like, important milestone. Alright, where are we? The music would certainly lead me to believe that this is another Q's march, but It was all question marks. How do we know? Oh god. And this is even my favorite one for frog catching. Zayden, can I catch frogs? Sure. Thanks. Because it is just so, like, awkwardly complex. Yep. 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 How many do we have left? We want the golden frog. Always. Because he's the eldest. How many do we have left? 14. We've got 3 left. Well, let's... Will 15 get us our milestone? Yes! Alright. You work hard, Queena. Indeed we do. You come far a long way, Gourmand. I give you this. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Master Qual. I train more. Also, how the F did Qual get here? I call BS on that shenanigans. Had enough, Queena? Queena done catch frog. We left a couple. That should be fine. I don't even know what sex they are, but hopefully it'll be fine. I mean, obviously it's not a mating pair, so... Who knows? I mean, it might be a mated pair, but we don't know that it is. So we're kind of just hoping. Did we do these guys already? No, we don't. We didn't. They have... what is it they have? They have, Aqua Breath? God, what is it called? It's a common blue magic ability. I should know its name. Oh, well. Damn. Okay. Please. The next person to hit it, take it far enough that Cook will get it. Nope, that's not going to be enough. Princess. Thank you. And you, and then Cook. Damn it! Oh well. Oh well. Stona and Chemist learned. Man, Princess is picking up a whole lot of abilities. Still have Kiro to learn, though. And that is fine. Because we want that bad enough that I'm willing to hold back on that. Q's Marsh. Alright, so there was the obvious city that we see up there that we walked underneath. But there's another city. Almost a secret city. Ooh, a goblin mage. Can we eat him? Nice hits. Good strong hits. Not until it's weaker, huh? Come on, good job, Vivi. Yeah. Eat him. No! Hey, Chernobyl. How you doing? And welcome from America. Come on. Let's eat this little goblin. He can't show us up. Come on. Guys. There's no problem with being a little drunk. None whatsoever, especially around here. Whew. That was a pretty good hit for a goblin punch. Yeah. All right. So, we've got about 15 minutes left in our stream. That's not really enough time to get involved in either of the cities. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that we would have to do in both cities if we enter them. However, the one that we come in underneath is very plain and obvious. So no need of pointing that one out, but I am going to run over and point out this other one. A little bit. I normally stream from 7 p.m. Pacific time, so if it's, let's see here, 6 a.m., almost 6 a.m. there, that would be crepes, 4 a.m. where you live. Correct. So yeah, that would be about 4 a.m. where you are till 6 a.m. That should not have been as difficult math as it was, but I myself have been merry. It has been a very good holiday season. How was your Yule, Chair? Do you personally celebrate the Yuletide? All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use another tent. That goblin kind of messed us up. All right, so if we run way back here through this massive forest, another friendly. Oh boy, what does he want? Do we have it? Oh okay. This guy asks us a trivia question. We need to get it correct to pop quiz. Number 1. The theater ship Prima Vista was built in... True, I believe. Nope. Okay. Well. Oh, I have no doubt of that, Chair. None whatsoever. And... we would then enter this forest right here, and that would take us to another village. Now, we're not supposed to go there yet, but we can if we really want to. But there's a whole lot of stuff going on in that village. that we don't want to get into yet, because it takes a long time to get through it all. Not as much as you might think with statements like that. Now, I know I have no illusions that Europe is perfect, but better than America? Certainly most of America, yes. I'm not confident enough in my understanding of all of American or European politics to say 100% without a doubt. Better everywhere, but better than most of America? Definitely. Oh no. This is my 6th? That might not be accurate. It's been a very long time since I've played 9, but this is not my first run. This is quite a bit further through it. Yes, I am. I currently live and have the entirety of my life in the state of Oregon, on the Pacific Coast. All right. Who learned something? Was that you? Oh boy, 9. All right, so my favorite character is Freya, followed up very closely behind by Vivi. In terms of personality and what they do, who they are. In terms of mechanics, it is probably Amaranth. But we don't have Amaranth yet, so... I love Vivi, but I have a soft spot for Freya because of her, like, her nobility and of purpose and mind. And she also has, like, the true love sappiness thing that I personally identify with. Oh. Oh no, man. Vivi's storyline is so tragic. Ladybug! Hi, Ladybug. What is it that you would like? Some ore? I have plenty of ore, madam. How much ore would you like? Nice! She wants more ore? Not a problem. I have sold quite a bit of ore, but I still have a fair amount. Hey, there we go. Alright. Tell Yeti I said hello. Thanks. Time to get some bulk AP. Yeah. Alright, so now that that is done, let us check our abilities again. Alright, so he... Let's see here. We want mostly speed and strength, if possible. Well, it looks like the power belt might be the best thing Zidane has going for him at the moment. Vivi does not need any of this. Let's see if we can get better stats out of anything. Not really. Nothing there. Alright, so sleep is kind of nice. But stop, bio, and drain are way better. But we'll go for this first, just because it'll be quick. Ooh, reflect and float. Okay, I'm down. Spirit and defense will drop. But magic defense, magic and strength. Silk robe it is. Vivi's entire storyline, although not the most tragic in Final Fantasy, it's pretty up there. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think oh god, what's his name in Cyan in 6 has probably the most tragic backstory in all of Final Fantasy. But it's not by leaps and bounds. It's like barely more tragic. Locomotion and oh, Mug. Yes. Oh, finally. No, I mean, it's pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, Vivi's is really bad. But Cyan, man, so first, he has to witness his wife and child die at the hands of Kefka. And then he has to witness his entire kingdom get destroyed. And then, when we're on the ghost train, he has to see his family board it again after we defeat it to save our own lives. No, don't get me wrong. Vivi's is bad. Vivi's gets you right in the feels. But I personally think that Cyan has a more tragic story because he has to live with it. Rydia's is pretty bad, but Rydia's and Edge's are both pretty bad, but we don't linger on it at all. Oh, definitely. Vivi's is the most long-lasting, impactful because it's right in your face from the beginning of the game until the post-credits. Vivi's is right in your face the entire time, so you don't ever get to escape it. Cyan's hits it for me personally. I believe that Cyan's hits harder, but then we pull back from Cyan's storyline for Cyan's storyline for quite a while. We touch on it again in the afterworld during the destruction, but like it hits like a jackhammer and then we pull back from it. Edge's and Rydia's happens and is over immediately. There's no lingering. It's kind of like a band-aid. But there's actually, if you want to talk about a game where everyone has a tragic backstory, it's 6. Everyone in Final Fantasy VI, every person's backstory is nothing but misery and pain. Including Kefka and the Emperor, but they're the villains, so we're not supposed to identify with them. I did not know that. Maybe I did at one point, and I had just forgotten. I got really deep into this game for a while, because it was the only game. It was one of the few games that my original PlayStation 2 would play. It was this, Final Fantasy X, and Dynasty Warriors 3. And there was only so much Dynasty Warriors 3 I could play before creating a perfect game file for Final Fantasy X. And then once that was done, I just kept playing 9 over and over again. So I may have known that forever ago, because that sounds familiar. But I must have forgotten it. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our stream for tonight. Before we close out, I've got a couple of announcements to go over. Announcement number 1, I would like to thank each and every one of you personally for coming out and spending part of your Yule with me here tonight. Not just those of you who participated in chat, who I want to thank most forwardly, but everyone that came and stopped by. So let's thank Chernobyl, Day Zero, Fogwent, Grim Reaper, Kassan, K Madness, and Zoldraco. Thank you guys very much for coming by and hanging out with me tonight. This stream would not be possible if you guys were not here to watch it. I would not have continued as far as I have. Thank you very, very much, you guys. And especially for spending part of your Yule with me. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday and enjoy the rest of it until the new year rings in. Announcement number 2. We are so very close, you guys, to our goal of 50 followers, at which point we will have that bonus stream and giveaway. Now, I've talked about the prizes before, and I will continue to do so later, but this giveaway is for you guys. It's a thank you for helping build a very, so far at least, great community. Thank you guys very much for not only coming here so frequently and hanging out with me, but it's the least that I can do to thank you guys. But I needed to set a milestone so that we can have, something to celebrate, and 50 followers seemed like a good one to me after our last one of 25. So if you want us to get to that giveaway point, we need to have more people join us. Word of mouth, sending out links. I mean, people will join us in time, but if you want to get that giveaway sooner, we got to spread the word. I'm doing a little bit myself, but self-promotion can only get so far. Your guys' word of mouth, your essentially approval of this channel will ring more true than anything that I can say. So if you guys want to get to that giveaway, unfortunately the main burden is on you to spread the word. I'm doing the best that I can, but there are many, many more of you than there are of me, and each of us is part of our own little communities. So if you happen to know people that like the Final Fantasy franchise and it might be interested in what we're doing with it, looking at it through kind of a critical lens, let them know. And that's not all. When we're done with Final Fantasy, we've got so many more franchises that we're going to be taking a look at. We've got the Diablo franchise, which is probably going to be next after Final Fantasy, which is still a long ways away from completion. We've got the Dungeon Siege. We've got Tomb Raider, Doom, Assassin's Creed, The Witcher, Tropico, Civilization, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Star Wars Dark Forces. We've got probably about 2 years worth of gaming franchises that we're going to be going through. And every time somebody brings up like a good one that I know has been lasting long, that's been going strong for a long time, I add it to the list. So not only am I hoping to grow this community as big as possible, but and celebrate it as often as possible. But also, suggestions, guys. If you have any suggestions about other gaming franchises that you want to see us do critical looks at, let me know. You can let me know via Twitter. You can let me know via a whisper on Twitch. Those are the best ways to get in touch with me. I check my Twitter super frequently. I'm also working on... Hey, thank you, Zoldraco. Now we're only 14 people away from that giveaway. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it immensely. We are also, or rather, I am also working on getting us an archive for all the footage. I was posting everything to my personal YouTube, but I've created a YouTube channel specifically for the Retrospect My Fantasy archive, and I'm in the process of getting all those videos transferred over there. And then I'm going to be working on the graphics for that in my spare time. So look forward to the banner for that, because obviously the VODs don't last forever on Twitch. Anyway, that's enough promoting and talk for tonight. I hope to see you guys tomorrow at our normal time of 7 p.m. Pacific to 9 p.m. Pacific, where we will continue on with more Final Fantasy. I wish you guys a wonderful night, and I hope to see you tomorrow.